Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay? All right. Welcome to the 2016 Pelham baseball season. My name is Scott Parkett. I am the president of Pelham Baseball. If you would have asked me 6 months ago if I would be standing here talking, the answer would have been no idea. I did not expect to be here, but I am very happy to be here. When Scott Kettelard decided to step down, I was hoping somebody would step up, and they didn't, because I am very unorganized, I am not tech savvy, and I can't remember names, all the bad things that you don't want in a president. But I will tell you I am the most passionate person when it comes to youth baseball. I decided to do this. So, we have a few changes this year for Pelham baseball. We have this big building behind us, which I'll get into in a minute. We have started a pitch, hit, and run competition, which we did last night, which I'm going to announce the winners right now, actually, while I'm thinking of it. I wasn't lying when I said I was unorganized. 5 and 6 division. Pitching was C.J. Sawyer. Hitting, Gavin Tosto. Running, C.J. Sawyer. All around, C.J. Sawyer. Congratulations. 7 and 8 division. Pitching, Brady O'Connor. Hitting, Stephen Pear. Running, Evan Coase. All around, Brady O'Connor. 9 and 10 division. Pitching, Logan Dumont and James Patchen were tied. Hitting was Spencer Matarazzo. Running, Logan Dumont. And all around, Logan Dumont. 11 and 12-year-old division. Pitching was Aiden Hegan. Hitting was Ryan Coase. Running was Jacob Albert. All around, Alex Carroll. Congratulations. 13 and 14-year-old division. The pitching, hitting, running, and all around was Connor Duffy. Well done, kids. That was a great time last night. Secondly, when I decided to be president, with all my negatives I had, they say a good leader will surround himself with good people. And I was very fortunate to have many good people step up to help. I'd like to introduce them one by one. Our Vice President, Derek Coase. Secretary, Ellen Patchen. You guys can come out here, you know. Our coaching coordinator, Rich Damaris. Our player agent, Jared Brialt. Our safety officer, Chris DeBonville. Our VP of the Challenger Division, David Williams. VP of our AA Minors Division, Mike Tadino. VP of AAA Minor Division, John Katrovas. Our VP of T-Ball, Heather Ford. Our VP of our Majors Division, Brian Hegan. Our last three that I'm going to announce are the epitome of, they consider themselves board members without just one title. Don Gosher is our equipment manager, but Don is wherever I need him, and he is the most instrumental person in getting this little guy built behind us, and I thank him for all his help. Don Gosher, our equipment manager. And then these two I'm going to introduce together, because they absolutely keep me in line and make sure I do what I need to do. We fight like brothers and sisters, but I love them like sisters too. So Kathleen Albert, our VP of Fundraising, and Alana Gosher, our Treasurer. So now, I would like to thank Perfect and Dynamic Foundations for our banana table over here. Everybody wants a banana? Right in the first base dugout. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. You can see them in our program. Feel free, give them some business. They certainly help us out in everything we need to do here. Now to introduce our teams. First of all, the company that sponsored our Buddy shirts, Beaver Valley Farm, I'd like to thank them for Challenger Division. Okay, in the Challenger Division, coached by Deb Bork, sponsored by Collins Dentistry, are the Anaheim Angels. Coached by Paula Cuneo and Brian Doherty, sponsored by Charlie's Auto Village, the Braves. Coached by Paul Vogel and sponsored by Landry Wood Floors are the Tampa Bay Rays. Coached by Deb Getty, sponsored by Pelham Saddlery, are the Chicago Cubs. All right, for T-ball, coached by Heather Ford, sponsored by The Perfect Place, the Bees. Coached by Frank Kirkpatrick, sponsored by Dynamic Foundations, the Lugnuts. Still my favorite team ever. Sponsored by Robin Sullivan Photography, coached by Greg St. Jean, the River Dogs. Sponsored by Next Tuesday's Design. Coached by Tom Tosto, the Volcanoes. And sponsored by the Mosquito Squad. Coached by Mark Ducharme, the Sand Gnats. Okay, AA Minors. Sponsored by BKC Landscaping, coached by Rich Rapici, the Rockhounds. Sponsored by New England Sports Photo, coached by Alec Pear, the Mud Hens. Sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, coached by Corey Chafee, the Scrappers. Sponsored by Daigle Pools, coached by Michael Todino, the Storm. For AAA Minors, sponsored by Play Ball, coached by Mark Beauchamp, the Bulls. Sponsored by Sia Lumber, coached by John Katrobis, the Rattlers. Sponsored by Pendergast Electric, coached by Rich Damaris, the River Bandits. Sponsored by Brialt Law and Mediation, coached by Jared Brialt, the Thunder. Sponsored by ASAP Fire and Safety, by Derek, the Grasshoppers. Sponsored by Enterprise Bank, coached by Mark Sanasuaso, the Red Sox in the Majors Division. Sponsored by Delbar Builders, the Royals, coached the Royals. And last but not least, sponsored by Embroid Me from Chelmsford, coached by Brian Hegan, the Rockies. And now I would like to ask Matthew Todino to come forward for the Little League Pledge.
I trust in God, I love my country, and will respect its laws. I will play fair, and I will strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best.
Nice job, buddy. And now, one of my favorite parts of the day, I'd like to invite Erin Williams up for our national anthem.
K-S-E, by the dawn's early light, was the prairie hills, and the twilight's gleaming, his broad stripes, their bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the river dreams, words the gale to his dreaming. Here in the rugged red glare, the birds stand there, gave breath with the night, benefit God's still there. Oh, say does the stars spangled banner yet wave, or the wind of in the home of the brave.
Thank you, Aaron. What a great job. Now if I could have Katie and Scott Kettler and Mason and Scott Kettler come out here for our first pitch. Sorry, Mason and Maddox. So as I said, when Scott decided to step down, I was happy to take over. And Scott has been nothing but helpful in my transition. I relied on him a lot. Scott has decided to concentrate his volunteer efforts on the field, which he is very good at. But we did want to get him this plaque. It says, presented to Scott Kettler in appreciation for your years of dedication and service and outstanding accomplishments. Baseball is the only place where a sacrifice is truly appreciated. May 7th, 2016. I wanted to invite Katie Kettler, his wife, out here today, because the one thing I've learned is how frustrating it can be for a wife when you decide to do this. You are never home. Your garage is filled with baseball equipment, beginning in November all the way until the following November. So thank you, Scott, for everything. And thank you, Katie, for putting up with us while he did it. Now, my question is if Scott has a better arm or not than Katie, which I doubt. I'll hold this for you. Let's see him. As Alana just stated, and I agree, Katie's was much better. Thank you. Could I have my two boys, Scotty and Henry, come up here for a minute? And also Cole Gasha and Jacob Albert. So, for those of you that are old enough to remember and that have been in town long enough, Muldoon Park was not always here. We played baseball over on the fields on Talent Road many years ago when I was in Little League here in town. My dad was a here. I truly appreciate what he did back then and what the bond that we had, and I am very happy that I get to enjoy that bond with my boys and all the dads out here that get to enjoy it with their boys and moms and daughters. But I remember back in Talent Road, one of the things that we had was great was we had a press box with a snack shack that we got to announce the games and keep the scoreboard, and we didn't have a scoreboard back there. Actually, we did. But anyways, that's something I really wanted to bring back here, which I was able to do through a lot of very generous help. I'd like to name a few of those people. We had Steve Broussard Contracting. We had Pendergast Electric, who did all the wiring for us. Phil Messina Flooring just gave us a nice donation for floors. Phil Nocella also has chipped in a lot of labor. Don Gosher, of course, that I mentioned. Seal Lumber and Chelmsford Lumber. And we had a very large anonymous donation that paid for most of everything else that we did here, and I truly appreciate that doing that. I wish I could name the name, but I cannot. But it is very hard that he was able to do that for us. With that said, this little building over here does not run itself. We will be looking for volunteers. Whoever is on this field, we need a parent to help run it. We're asking everybody that in the majors and minors divisions that you give us one night. We added windows here so that you can watch the game at the same time. And we will need announcers, we will need scoreboard operators, and people to work the snack shack. So I would like to have Arlana cut our ribbon for our press box for the official opening. Today, if you can. All right. Lastly, I need Jackson Ford up here for the most two famous words in baseball.
Yeah, I know. I was just missing her so much.
Nice job, boys. Okay, on your way off the field, folks.